Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, welcome back to the channel. My name is James Ward, head professional here at Dewsbury Golf Club, and today we're taking a look at something brand new for this year. It's a hot trending topic. Specifically we're trying and testing today the Odyssey Square to Square putter. So it's something that we've seen in probably a more popular brand being Lab Golf, this zero torque square to square, almost like no hang like that. They have them in that holder, and I've never really been able to get my head around what that holder is or does when we hold the putter itself. But this feels like a cool design, but actually it's a toe up hanging putter. So the idea behind that is wherever it sort of goes, it wants to come back to square. We leave that open, it wants to fall back to square. We leave that shut, it wants to fall back to square. Typically here, what I've got in my other putters, I've got this number 7 that I'm using at the minute. That's a face hang for usually straighter arcs or less arcs. And then we've got like here, I've got Scotty Cameron old blade, quite a cool one, Newport 2 toe hang. So like if you pull your putts a little bit, this sits a little bit more open to sort of counteract that. Then I've got this TaylorMade Spider that I've recently been trying as well, that's got slightly much of a toe hang. But yeah, this is a cool new design. It's basically obviously a centre shafted putter, we can see on there. Cool face, the IR1 face on there, and we're just going to talk about it a bit today. That's the basic science behind it. So if we're opening that face a lot, it's going to want to close it and go like that. Someone said to me that this square to square is a last resort. It's super stable for your putting stroke if you're really struggling to get it back square. But we've got a device here today that we're going to check and test, see how I can putt with it. I'm putting with that. I putt really well. I hole out the putts, or I am doing at the minute, hole out the putts that I should be doing really well with this Odyssey number 7, face balanced. So we're going to look at a little bit of numbers from my the Ping fitting app that we use when we're fitting putters here, and try that square to square. Like, the main thing I think you can see is that if we had the shaft upright, there's a lot of loft showing at impact there. So you've got to get, with this one, I feel like you've got to get your hands in front, which I quite like anyway. I quite like getting my hands forward there like that, and then holding that arc, holding that sort of angle there, and then gently sort of flicking, coming through. That's what I like to tend to do. So this would make sense to me, but let's dive into a few putts, see how it feels, short, medium, long, and get some numbers. So I have been wanting to sort of jump on this bandwagon that everyone's on of square to square, and I tell you what, it shows me a lot of tour pros that have been using this, and there's a new one from TaylorMade that's coming out in a few weeks. They're ZT Zero Torque. So that's it again. So we're setting this is perfect for me as well, 35 inch. I thought we'd talk a little bit about choosing your putter as well, and how you'd sort of choose them. So every putt's just swung right to left loads, and that one stayed out. But I think, yeah, we can see like it does keep it stable, but it's hard to judge. I suppose it's on the results there, so we're missing a few. But what we're going to do now, we've got this cool little Ping fitting app that we use quite a lot here. Let's have a go, just outside of 10 foot. So yeah, it just forces you into that forward press. It's like I said, I've been sort of doing with lately, just feeling them hands a little bit forward. It's nice off that face, the new AI one. A little bit out of the heel, but still getting there. It's showing that we're putting really well with it. It's giving me a slight arc, which is normal for me. Impact angle very sort of consistent there, but it is open a degree. Now if we go back to this putter, so the putter that I'm using now, this Odyssey number 7, I've had this shape for years. Love it. So here we can stand square. We've got that face balanced. But this putting app is saying that I would be best off with a slight arc putter, which would maybe be that Spider. But I think when choosing a putter, it's very important to go with what you like. You can see it going, sort of staying stable. I mean, and here we go. Slight arc's a little bit spread there, but there we can see the impact angle is more or less bang on square, an average of 0.1. 0.2 short, 0.2 open, and 0.1 there again. So we can see that, I mean, I've been using that for a while. We've got a new sort of setup here with this AI1. It's more today bringing like the science towards it, how it feels. And so, yeah, someone said to me that this was, you know, your last resort, kitchen sink. There, like we can sort of see there where we've got to set up. These are the putts that we probably, you know, kind of should be holding. If you went square there, I don't know, because that's got a nice roll to it. With the hands in the middle, maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's the white face that's asking me to sort of forward press, but pretty solid. I think that's the feel off the face as well. We've cleaned them up nicely. I think when you're choosing a putter, I would always go, what we go static measurements first. So I think I come out at about 36 inch for a starting point. I don't think I'm ever going to use that. I like 34 inch putter. I like to feel like I'm a little bit bent over it. That's how I feel like when I hold most my putts. So like, I think you've got to go with a little bit of info from yourself of what you like. You know, with two choices really, haven't we, with putters? We've got a blade and a mallet. That's usually down to weight, what you feel. But this is just adding this new sort of hang of face like that. Like it has made me put consistent. We've seen on that app, okay degree open, which could be then a problem. But I'm quite content with that Odyssey number 7 that I've been using. But I think, you know, getting that locked to there, we've seen some other players get it in that starting position. It is nice, you know. Yeah, the science of it makes sense. So like I've got a straight arc in that putter that I'm using there, and this is the sort of toe hang, so you can understand it. But I always think we hold the putter. So yes, that face is falling back to there. But I know that a big mistake I make is I put and I shove it. I look at the hole. So it's never going to fix all them problems. Let's go a few longer putts. Let's see we are from a bit of distance. The same thing there. I'll tell you what, this is our short game area green, and what a green it is to put on at minute. The new roller, new greens iron coming into shape. I mean, that's a lovely roll. And partly this is down to the AI1 face as well. So as we've seen there, consistency all over the face that's been created. This feels good. Go on then. Ooh. It is keeping it consistent. That's going to go a bit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How's it turning uphill? They have been vastly popular. Like, because I suppose if you're struggling with your stroke, you're going to be all over. Like, you're going to open the face, close the face, and that. I suppose that could give you a helping hand on getting the putter square more often than not. It's not a magic wand. So, like, I'm putting better with that one. But I think that suits me. I don't think I like the idea of that. When I get that in my hands, I am stood square up like that. And here, like I'm there, you can just see all that loft. There's quite a bit of loft that sits on it. I don't know, so it's just asking me to get rid of that white face and just press that in like that. But it's a cool design. I think we're putting you, find your perfect neck that you like using, and I think it's sticking to that. I think you can find a weight. We change that. every single putter range that's out there. There's a Scotty Cameron one as well that I like, and I think it's this shape, this number 7. So that's a number 7. That's why I've gone for that one. That's why I've gone for that one. Okay, I do like the Spider. I've always liked them. I like that alignment on it as well. But it's just, everything we put in is down to what you want. There we've got the alignment line on there. Spider, I've got it on there. On that Scotty Cameron, I've got a line as well. That's what I like to see. That has felt nice. I just don't think it's really for me. From using it, I think it's just finding out. I think this is for the player who does bring it back on a straight line or a straight arc. And I think that might have to match it. If you've got a bit of an arc, I think it's got a bit, and this is what comes up on that ping thing, you know, like so it says strong arc players fit into a putter. They've got a little badge on here, and that says that says who it could suit. That is a strong arced putter. So it'd be like open up. So that's, you know, if you're standing a little bit further away from it and you've got a strong arc, it's that one. I think this would feel strange if you're on a strong arc. So I think it's if you're getting over it more, you're more of a straight back and through player. I think that could be the one. It could be an upgrade for you to just hold that. But like anything, I think you've just got to try it as well. That's the thing for me. We would say to you, oh yeah, you'd be better with that. But in fact, I put really well with this one. Like, I don't put well with blade putters, and I think it's due to this fact of how wide they are there. I'm not keen on looking down it. I feel like I can't hit the middle, which sounds strange on a little putt. But that is certainly an interesting concept. I'm interested to see the tailor-made one that comes in a few weeks. I am still trying to get, I think there's someone here who's got a lab putter, and I think I'm going to try and have a go with that. Not to use, I think I'm happy. I'm not changing. We're in tournament season. We're sticking with that baby there. I've got it here. The trusty one like that. But the face is good. That AI face is very good. It does make it more consistent of rolls, especially on the longer putts as well. But yeah, cool concept from Odyssey to sort of fight back what they're all going on with the zero torque, zero hang, in this case square to square. And it's interesting that, because I always thought there was just nothing, but actually it's toe up, which is pretty cool. So let me know who's using these. What have you thought to it? Has it improved your putting? Has it improved your performance on the golf course? And the main thing, are you holding more putts? Because that's what it's all about. Guys, thank you for watching once again. Hope you've enjoyed that video on the Odyssey Square to Square putters. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.